Welcome to the Binge List. I am your host, Paul Chappell, and we are recapping The Boys Season 2. This is Episode 7, Butcher, Baker, Candlestick Maker. I have no idea what that means, but it doesn't matter because this awesome episode just blew my mind, and I can't believe how good it was. I can't believe they fit so many different things into not even an hour. I think it was like 55 minutes. I mean, that opening, that ending, oh my God, even though they blew up some heads, spoiler, hey, there's going to be a lot of spoilers, so don't even try that with me. You've been warned. But God, this episode was excellent. I mean, I don't even want to talk about it. I want to just go watch it again. But no, I got to do this recap because that's what I do. But sometimes, man, it's really a drag having to do these shows because I really just want to be a bystander sometimes, you know? But how can I describe this opening scene? It's a white male living with his mother. He's watching Fox News or whatever the equivalent of Fox News is in this alternate reality. And what is he seeing on the screen? Well, he's seeing a lot of Stormfront. And what is Stormfront talking about? She's talking about terrorist villains, villain terrorists, something like that. Super terrorists. I think that's some kind of flashy term that gets people riled up and scared, mostly scared. I mean, that's what these right-wing reactionary people want out of their base. They want you to be scared of change. And there's nothing that changes the landscape more than immigrants and foreigners. So that's what Stormfront is talking about. In fact, we even hear her say, these immigrants coming over our borders, they could all be super terrorists. Oh no. I mean, she is doing exactly what some people do in our current reality. This reality. And I want to say that scene was sad, and it was sad. This guy was radicalized. Because did you notice his bedroom? We're going to get to that later. But it was full of soup stuff. Bobbleheads, dolls, posters. The guy is radicalized by superheroes. And I say that as somebody who has his own collection of superhero stuff. But it's all make-believe, guys. It's all make-believe in my world. So, yeah, this kid, this man, actually, neckbeard guy, living with his mother. He's leaving his building and he's passing by this girl. And you know he wants to talk to her. So I guess he's kind of an incel. I forgot how you say it. But yeah, he's kind of an incel guy. Involuntary celibate is, I think that's what it stands for. Yeah, involuntary celibate. And, you know, he's been told on every screen he sees, on the screens in his house, on the screen in the convenience store. And they're all saying the same thing. Immigrants, super terrorists, foreigners, all bad, bad, bad. And then he sees that light in the eyes of the convenience store owner. It's actually just a car driving by. And it just hit his eyes at just the right point where this guy thinks he might be a soup. So what does he do? He brings a gun next time. And he points at the guy and demands to know if he's a soup. And because soups are supposedly all bulletproof, he feels like he can shoot the guy just to prove to himself that this guy's a soup. He's going to, I guess his thought process is he's going to run to the authorities and tell them about this soup in the convenience store. Now, why would this super terrorist be working in a convenience store? So this guy is not the brightest bulb, okay? He's not. And there are easier ways to find out if somebody's bulletproof than shooting them in the face. I mean, he could have just shot the guy in the shoulder or something. Why do you have to shoot him in the face? I mean, it just seems, well, hey, it's a TV show. But yeah, I believe there could be people this stupid. I mean, there are people this stupid. That's what's so scary about it. There are people this stupid. People just like this guy, we know there are. Who's that guy that walked into Walmart and killed like 22 people because we were under threat of invasion from those crazy Mexicans. So yeah, that opening scene was devastating for all the right reasons. We are living that. But let's get into what the boys are up to. The boys have turned Lamplighter. Lamplighter is going to testify in front of Congress, telling them what he knows about what's going on at Stage Grove. And Huey's got to babysit him until they get it all together. And when I say they get them all together, I'm talking about the AOC clone. Her name is Victoria Newman. And yeah, they're gonna use Lamplighter, and he's supposedly going to expose Voigt. Now, I've said in some of my other recaps, it's all going to end badly. They already exposed Voigt in Compound V. If it didn't affect Voigt then, it's not going to affect him later. It's kind of like the president we have right now. I don't want to get political, but I'm going to have to get a little bit political because this alternate universe mirrors our own in so many ways. And one of those ways is that nothing matters anymore. And what I mean by that is we had our president on tape admitting to sexually assaulting women. We have evidence that he slept with a porn star. He's lied numerous times and none of it matters in our current climate. And it won't matter with Voigt either. So anyway, I know that going in that it's not going to matter, but I'm saying, okay, well, let's see what happens. At least it can be a little bit funny, right? And by funny, I'm talking about that porn that Lamplighter likes to watch. But anyway, moving on, Starlight is imprisoned by Voigt for aiding and abetting the boys, what many people probably consider terrorists now just because of the propaganda. But yeah, she gets imprisoned in a steel cage that is impervious to soups. She can't even use her Starlight powers, electrical powers, whatever they are. This is probably my favorite little thread of plot because it leads to that great and awesome fight scene between Starlight and Black Noir. And lo and behold, Black Noir has a kryptonite. And I will get to that when I get to the Easter eggs. But yeah, great, badass fight between Black Noir, Starlight, and even Queen Maeve gets in a little bit on the fight. I'm starting to really like Queen Maeve. We see that she's leaving the Seven. We don't quite know where she's going, but as I predicted last week, she did lose her girlfriend due to her conscience. Really, I mean, what else can she do with Maeve? It's not gonna. She knows it's not gonna turn out. It's not gonna turn out well. So, what does Maeve do? She sleeps with a man. And is it just me, or I felt this impulse when that chick comes in who works for the company? I forget her name, Ashley, I think. When she comes in. And she's not shocked that Maeve is enjoying herself. She's shocked that Maeve is messing up her plan, her marketing. I mean, is it just me or do all these people who work for Voigt just need to be thrown out the damn window? I mean, they're just horrible people. Speaking of terrible people, Billy the Butcher, has to be kind of tricked into seeing his mom, who's come all the way from England or Ireland, or wherever they're from. She tricks him by telling him his father's dead. But it turns out, no, his father's very much alive. His father confronts him about some childhood trauma, something to do with his brother Lenny and all that. So, yeah, I didn't particularly find this very interesting. What I did find kind of interesting and repugnant, though, is the way that Butcher later confronts Vogelbaum and threatens to kill his whole family. Now, it's not the threatening of the killing his whole family that really kind of upset me. It's the fact that I actually think Butcher would execute somebody's family to get what he wants. And I don't know how I feel about that. And I think that somebody even said to Butcher, you're just as bad as the soups you're trying to stop. So why do you get on this soapbox? Why do you think you have this moral standing that you don't have? So I kind of agree with that. Butcher needs some help. It's not all surprising why his wife didn't run away with him. Now that we're on that subject, wow, that scene where Homelander, he wants to accommodate Stormfront, and she had this little soft moment where she sees a baby in the crowd at the rally that they're participating in, and she wants another baby because all her children have died. Everybody she knows has died, and the Homelander gets the idea he has a son that he can expose her to. He takes her to see his son, and it doesn't go well. He ends up kidnapping his own son. I don't know where that's going to go. This kid has been raised on movies like The Blind Side and Dancing with Wolves. I'm pretty much sure, well, we'll get to that, but I'm pretty sure that is not on the white supremacy menu, those two movies. So he's got some learning to do. I do think, here's the thing. I do think Homelander was right in saying this boy needs to be exposed to the real world. All that sheltering he's living under just can't be good for him. So I did agree with him on that, but do I think Homelander and freaking Stormfront should be the people that raise him? Hell to the no. So we're going to have to see where that goes. It can't be good. I like the fact that the tender moments that Frenchie and Kamiko are having now, they're finally bonding. Now that he's not trying to, sleep with her and whatnot, but they're bonding, and she finally teaches him a word of her made-up sign language. So that was pretty good. And I think I got about everything except, okay, that last scene was a bunch of head exploding. All these great actors that they brought into this series, the guy that plays Vogelbaum, their heads were exploding. I'm not sure if the AOC clone, Victoria Newman, I'm not sure whether her head actually exploded. It looked like she got out okay. It didn't look like Homelander and Stormfront were in on the whatever happened. So I don't think they had anything to do with it. But they seemed to be fairly confident that they weren't going to get killed. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking it was the girl that escaped from Sage Grove, but I'm not totally sure. I'm sure we'll find that out in the next episode. And I made a mistake of reading the synopsis for the next episode, and so I've already ruined some things for myself. I guess it wasn't too surprising what I read, but I usually don't do that. I usually don't even watch the promo for the next episode. I want to be surprised. I want to have that, I want to have the enjoyment of seeing something from the first time and not have it spoiled. So, we have lots and lots of Easter eggs. I counted 24. So, let me go through them real quick. The first of which, of course, is all these, as you can see, references the Stormfront in this guy's room. He actually even has a Black Noir box over here. I don't know what's in the box. I guess maybe a toy. Okay, here's another toy. Stormfront. Stormfront again. This guy really likes Stormfront. A Stormfront JPEG on his computer. In the convenience store right here, we see a bunch of products. Black Noir selling something. I'm not sure what that is. It's kind of blurred out. A-Train has some stuff over here. Something called Peeps. Supplement that makes you run faster, I should say. Behind the guy on the left here, we see frosted A-Trains. A-Train cereal. Huey's wearing a Journey shirt. Man, does he love these old-timey, I guess that's a rock band. Huey also wearing a Fleetwood Mac shirt. I actually like Fleetwood Mac. More Fresca, Church of the Collective. I still don't know what it means. I really, if somebody knows what the Fresca signifies, is it in the comics? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Almond Joy, we finally got that payoff. We've had like 2 references to Almond Joys during this season. One with the tech that Black Noir goes to see. And another episode where it's revealed that Annie, Starlight, likes it too. Here is Brave May's Vegetarian Pride Lasagna. It must be, you know what? It occurred to me, it must be kind of annoying for these superheroes to lead their regular lives when they're not out doing superhero stuff and they have to go in and cook for themselves and everything has their face on it. That's got to be kind of creepy. I wouldn't want to see my face on all my meals. I mean, I don't think I can handle that. And here we have the scene being reacted from Blindside. Homelander's son's doing some kind of, I don't know, what is it, stop motion animation. And here we have some references, of course, to some real movies, The Blind Side, of course, and Dances with Wolves. Like I said earlier, these are not white supremacy approved films. So I don't think this is going to go over well with Stormfront when she tries to raise his kid and he wants to see these movies. There's going to be a conflict there. In this shot, strangely enough, Stormfront, she mentions NBA 2K, which, you know, where everybody knows basketball is a black game. So, And then, of course, we have a name drop on PewDiePie, who has had his own white supremacy, how to say, faux pas in the past. So I think it was appropriate that she actually knows who PewDiePie is. And here we have a little stab. Homelander is talking about the movies he starred in, and there's a lot of them, like 5 movies. And one of them is called Homelander Origins. I guess they're kind of making a joke about Wolverine Origins, which was supposed to be a series of movies about the X-Men, but they only just did the one about Wolverine. And here it's mentioned that there's a Voigt land. Who knew there was a Voigt land? It doesn't surprise me. I mean, we have rides that are based on our fake superheroes in this reality, right? The Batman ride at Six Flags. So Homelander has a ride at Voigt land, of course. I really would like to go there. I hope we get to see that at some point. And here's just a few signs that mirror our reality, fighting for our freedom. We have this sign that says the new war on terror. America, love it or leave it, Newman. And this, of course, mirrors the very real situation where President Trump was telling Ilhan Omar, a black congresswoman, to go back to her country, her home country of Somalia, I believe it was. Newman is a AOC clone, so of course she's probably Puerto Rican or something, which would make it much sense since Puerto Rico is American territory. So, and of course, I chose the best pics I could find of this without exposing too much. But here we have something that would definitely be a reality, because it's a reality in our reality. Superhero porn. We have superhero porn for our fake superheroes. So this would I have no doubt this would be a cottage industry, so to speak. Some of these names of these videos just made me laugh. Starlight pulls an A-train. And there was one with Black Noir. I forgot what it was, but it was funny. I'm not going to focus too much on this, though. And I noticed in this shot, this was near the end of the episode, Eagle the Archer is the guy that got kicked out of the church of the collective. He has a video on, you can see it down here, it says suitporn.com. I'm going to look that up and see. It might actually be a real website. So that's it. That's all I got. Yeah, I like this episode. Oh my God, what's going to happen in the next one? I mean, they've killed everybody in this one. No, I kind of know what's going to happen, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Ah! But I'm really looking forward to it. But join me next week for that final episode. I would like to thank my subscribers and encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're already a subscriber, ring that bell so you know when my next video drops. Give me a like, dislike, whatever. Comment down below. Did I miss any Easter eggs or secrets? Let me know in the comments, and we'll discuss it. But that's all I got for today, and I will see you when I see you. Thanks for watching.